Firefly is Adobe's generative AI model in the field of design. But why should we be using it when other tools are giving better results? Stay with me for a few minutes here because I need you to see where this is heading. I'm Eddie, let's get to it. This is Adobe Firefly. It is the beta version. Keep that in mind as we're working here. This is going to continue to get much better at a pretty quick pace here. But the URL is just firefly.adobe.com. You're going to see the different tool options that they present us right away. We'll go through them one by one really quickly. So first off is just text to image. Text to image is similar to what you would get with Midjourney, DALL-E, Stable Diffusion, other image creating AIs that are popular at the moment. Immediately you'll see a gallery that you can scroll through of different user generated images along with the prompts that they used to get those images. So you can either take those and tweak them or use them as reference or inspiration as to how to get a certain style you're looking for. So we'll quickly generate something here. Say a pineapple on a table. All right, so there it is. We get a pineapple on the table. To change this up, other than changing the prompt down here, what you can do is go to the right and look at the panel we got here. The aspect ratio, that's just the shape of the image basically. It's currently a square. Content type, right now it's art, so it's going to look different in terms of the detail depending on which one you pick. I'm switching it to photo here, and you're getting much more detail already. So photo changed it to look more realistic. We got some styles on the right here. You can filter them by type or just go to all and see all of them. What we'll do right now is find one that we want to apply. Let's do science fiction and see how that affects it. And then we can go under color and tone. I don't want to change anything here, but these options are here for you. Lighting, let's go for dramatic lighting. Composition, do a close-up. All right, that's definitely looking interesting in terms of how realistic it is right now. It's still in beta and it's early, but this is moving along really quickly and it's crazy how much better it's getting already. I want to move on to some of the other tools here. Generative Fill is something we've already seen in the Photoshop beta, but I want to show you how you can use it here by uploading an image. All right, so you're just going to click this upload image here. And then I have Tom Brady's face texture ready to go. Let's say we wanted to change the eyes. We're going to use this face texture to make a new person. This could be useful for 3D models. Now describe what you want. We're going to say face texture of white American male. And if we hit generate, it's going to replace the section that we just cropped out with new eyes. Some of these are pretty solid. Like right here, you can definitely use this for a face texture. Hit his face, do the same thing. And right there, we now have a totally new face texture. Let's use one of the ones someone's already messed with here. We'll do try example. All right, let's say we wanted to add like a buoy right here. And right there, that's a buoy. That's a buoy. I think the one that works best is probably this one here. Overall, it's pretty similar to what you get in beta Photoshop right now with the Generative Fill tool. Next up is the text effects. It's basically just different styles and textures to text. You can see what people have come up with. Like this is pretty cool. Bundle of colorful electrical wires. I like that one a lot. Really like this yarn one here. All right, I'm going to show you how I would probably use it. Big A, lowercase a, we'll say jelly. All right, so it generates 4 similar results here that you can scroll through. And on the right, again, you have more options. And then you can change the background color if you want. It's currently transparent, which is good for downloading as a PNG, but you could add color very easily just to see what it looks like even. But how I would do it is I would keep it transparent for sure. And what happens when you download these images, let's say we wanted to download this right now, click the download, you're going to get this watermark on the bottom left. That's because Adobe's trying to be transparent about what's AI generated and what isn't. What I would do to get around this is add a couple spaces, and also I think I would generate the whole alphabet, honestly, and you can just turn it into like your own typeface basically. So I added a few spaces in the front. Now if you were to download it, there's enough of a gap between the watermark and the rest of the image. But you can make your own typeface doing this, just going through and generating all the logos, downloading them, bringing it in Photoshop and cropping them out. I think this will lead to an AI font generating tool in the near future because they're already working on stylized text and they're already working with SVGs and vectors, which you'll see in next tool. So I think it's only a matter of time before you're able to prompt your own font. Next up is Generative Recolor. How this works is it takes an SVG you upload and you could prompt it to have a different color palette. we're gonna upload this logo that you may have seen in my last video. I'll describe the color palette you want. Let's say 1980s Vaporwave Miami style. Look at that, it created the entire palette and changed the logo accordingly. This, to me, is the most impressive tool that they've made so far. It's also made its way into Adobe Illustrator. You can generate palettes within Illustrator, so you're already seeing these tools incorporated into their software. On the right side, we do again have the ability to customize based on different sample prompts and harmony. If we're to say complementary colors, it takes the same prompt but uses only complementary colors. Say we liked this one right here and downloaded it, and there it is, right in Adobe Illustrator, able to be edited just like the prior one. What a tool that they have given us. You can see what's already in progress. We'll come back to this one in a second, but extend image, I mean, that's already a feature in Beta Photoshop with the Generative Fill tool. You can already imagine how that's gonna work. You're gonna expand the canvas and then just, the image continues using AI. And this one is, I'm really excited for, 3D to image. You can upload object files and use that as the reference for what it's gonna look like rendered out. If you're not a 3D expert, you can just take the 3D model, bring it in here, and I think that's going to be awesome. And I don't see why you wouldn't be able to have custom resolution with this, because object files, you can zoom them in as much as you want. I would imagine this tool is going to have the ability to scale probably infinitely. Imagine having a stock library of 3D assets that you can just toss onto a canvas in any way you please, giving it a prompt, and then you have an entire composition. Just imagine how that's going to affect ads and storyboards for videos and games and films, YouTube thumbnails, anything. We can see where this is heading. Text or image to animation, text or image to website, text or image to fonts. With SVG vectors in the mix, we're gonna see text to logo, we're gonna see video transition stingers, we're going to see title sequences. Your imagination is the limit. I cannot wait to see where Adobe is 6 months from now, 1 year, 5 years down the line. Will my career as a graphic designer be over as we know it? If that's the case, what content will I be putting on this channel? Hopefully it's not another Mr. Beast ripoff. If you enjoyed this video, please check out this video here where I use AI to create an incredible logo in under 20 minutes. If you found this useful, please give it a like and subscribe. It helps a ton. See you next time.